Breaking news. Ahmed Lawa opens up that really, truly, sincerely, the National Assembly is worried about Buhari continuous borrowing. Nobody likes the loan taking, but I am constrained. Hello, my wonderful people. That last word speaks volume, but I am constrained. Remember the Senate President of the 8th Assembly, Bukola Saraki. Remember how he was removed? If you go and investigate, please go back in memory lane, go back in time in history, and see for yourself that one of the reasons why he was removed alongside every other reason they may have against him was because he kept on bluntly refusing Buhari's request to go on and borrow for loan. And they looked at him and said, this man is going to spoil things for us. Unfortunately, the man whose political career has been buried while he's still alive, talking about the person of Adams Oshomole, was part of the architect that saw to it that Bukola Saraki was taken out. By the way, we are not rooting for Bukola Saraki. We're just letting you know what exactly is going on in Nigerian politics. And now Ahmed Lawa is speaking in confidence that he does not like what is going on with the country, borrowing, but his hands are tied. Let's get all the details. Why are your hands tied? Senate President Ahmed Lawa says the National Assembly is concerned about the country's level of borrowing. There have been concerns about the high level of borrowing by President Muhammadu Buhari's administration. Analyzing the index puts the country domestic debt stock at 18 trillion. Just again, the National Assembly has accepted and accepted the another 12 trillion request by President Muhammadu Buhari to go for more loans. Patience, director of the Debt Management Office DMO, says Nigeria public debt is 38.1 trillion or 92.63 billion as at the third quarter in 2021. That is before Buhari has made a request for the 12 trillion, not billion, trillion. Ahmed Lawa, the National Assembly president, has not declined any requests for approval of loans by the executive. Speaking with journalists in Abuja, Lawa said the country needs to generate more revenue to reduce the debt. Nobody likes taking loans. The debts are choking us as a country. But he was later heard speaking to a friend in confidence that he does not like the borrowing going on currently in the administration. However, his hands are tied as he's constrained to allow the borrowing to continue. My dear, this was the conversation he was heard speaking to somebody after the matter was looked at and analyzed. He told the cable when he was speaking, he said, well, the Nigerian is borrowing and it's not a good thing, blah, 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 blah. He explained why the borrowing is not good for the nation and gave the figure as to where Nigeria is with the borrowing. He explained it and says, we are not in a good place, so to say. We're not in a good place whatsoever. He made it known and explained that, he's putting it in dollars, this is the amount. Putting it in naira, this is the amount. And, by the third quarter in 2021, the loans are already choking the country, and the country needs to start production, exporting for it to be able to start clearing up some of those debts. But later on, he was heard in confidence speaking with a friend and said, and the cable analyzed and said, but you have never, denied Buhari any of such requests. Why is that? He said, well, the country needs the money and we don't have the money as a people. So the only resolution was to borrow. My dear, later he was heard speaking to somebody saying that his hands are tied. Why are your hands tied? Could it be because of the part you have taken? Could it be because of the, you have promised, they've given you the opportunity and the position, and now you have no say? Is either you accept or you accept. Can you see where we're coming from? Aha, these are some of the things going on in the country, why everybody, must take things rather very seriously, and why we must all speak out in one accord. This young man, or this elderly man, so to say, however way you want to describe him, yeah, he knows that what Buhari is doing to the country is wrong. However, his hands are tied. Could it be he was brought in, okay, to make it, to ensure that this borrowing, there is no hindrance as regards to requests, that as soon as requests are made, they are honored? Could that be the reason why they brought him in? Because if you remember very closely, Femi Gbajigbamila, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, as insecurity continued to grow, spoke up and said this was not acceptable. Why can't we stop the current situation of what is going on? Why can't, the whole issue of insecurity come to an end? As an arm of government, he was the one who told, President Muhammadu Buhari, and they spoke and they said, listen, guy, why, Buhari, you need to come answer us. You need to come answer us, on this accord. Why are things like this? Why are you not, why is it that with all the money we've invested into a security system, with all that has been done, yes, you have not been successfully able to bring this to an end? What exactly is going on? And guess what? He could not breathe and put the cups down before the rains start coming on him. And not just the rains, the bullet left, right, and center. And he advised himself. He put it to a stop immediately. So what is going on in this country, my dear? Have you heard of the word called oppression? Have you heard of the word called, whatever, however way you want to describe it? Okay, they are just, all of them. They are a pack of people working together in synergy to put this country in the current predicament where it is right now. Almost every one of them's hands are stained, okay, with ensuring that the country is plunged into more debt. While we are speaking about the country coming out of the present predicament, guess what? They're not even bothered. Because whether you like it or not, his hands may be tied, but you'll be surprised to know that at the end of the day, they would have discussed it. This is just us insinuating out of camera to say, okay, we'll share so and so amount of billions. Okay, you get 1 billion. Don't worry, approve it. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Leave us a comment. God bless you. Have a good day. Bye for now. Bye.